Welcome to RV Fishing Time.
Hi.
Howdy. Good morning. Well, no, I don't know. Anyway, I have a co-host today. And maybe I'll try this view more often. You can see me who's tailgating me behind me. Kind of gets weird sometimes in the mornings. Whoops. Well, they won't be tailgating me right now. I'm only going 10 over. Yeah, the county we live in, you don't go over much more than, oh yeah, I forgot to turn that down, thank you. You don't go much more than 5 over consistently, or you really get a ticket. That is a given. So, yeah, we're doing a little co-driving. I don't know what you call it.
I needed the car today.
She needed the car today. She's got to make a quilt delivery. So if y'all need a quilt, this is the lady to go to. However, she may be busy one of these days.
Yeah. So subject of conversation today is Sticks&Bricks house and full-time RV living.
Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? I mean, really. So the reason we did it, because we knew we were going to be stuck for a while. And when I say stuck, I mean we wouldn't be able to travel full time. So we figured we'd go ahead and do it though, because we knew we'd be able to sell our house eventually, and we would be able to stay on family property. We had a home spot on family property, and everything would be, at least status quo. But it also, because of doing that, and I've talked about this, it cut our expenses tremendously. So that's one of the main reasons to do it, is because it cuts your expenses. So if you're looking at a way to reduce your expenses and live simply, reduce your earthly possessions, I mean, that means getting rid of a storage unit. Not taking everything out of your house and putting it into a very large storage unit. We have a 10 by 12 shed that we've got stuff in, because we have a big chest freezer and things like that. And it's good to have a place to put stuff when you're not traveling. So that's all there. That's for us to use, and it helps. I mean, all of that stuff works together to give us a pretty good spot when we're at home. And the point being is that if you have a way to do that where you can live, for the cost of electricity or, whatever, that kind of thing, then it's a lot cheaper. If you don't, then you're still probably going to save money over owning a house. But it will be a little bit more tricky. You'll have to probably find places to go. A RV park or something that will give you a 6-month rate. Most RV parks can't keep people in the park for more than 6 months. It's I think that at least that's here in Texas.
They can only keep so many. There are so many lots where they can't. After beyond that, it's a legal thing that they're not allowed to stay parked in the same spot for
more than 6 months. Yeah. So yeah, because then it becomes a mobile home park. So it legally there's issues, and that probably has to do with HUD, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, we've been doing it for 3 years. We haven't really wanted to do it. We wanted to travel.
But life happens in the middle sometimes.
Yeah, life happens. Uh-oh. Am I not being demonstrative enough?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think you're being you.
I'm just double checking. Well, if I sit here and talk like this, it'd just be boring. People turn it off.
Boring conversation.
It is? But what we're talking about work, isn't it? That's not boring.
Yeah. Work.
Anyway, so
the necessary evil of life.
Working at Sticks&Bricks and living full time in an RV, we've done it. I think we've done pretty well at it. We were really pretty frugal at it, so we saved. We didn't save money because we had extenuating circumstances. But as time goes on, it gets a whole lot more affordable. And if you can pay off your RV by selling your house or something like that, you're going to have a huge difference in what your monthly bills are. I mean, we figured if we didn't have any payments, we could do everything we wanted to do on about $2,000 a month. I mean,
easily.
Yeah.
Well, fairly easily.
Maybe less, but that would just be bare minimum kind of thing. No going out binge buying or buying all the most expensive things at Costco to eat. You'd have to still be somewhat frugal, but
we'd have our beans and rice a little bit more, but we like beans and rice.
Beans and rice.
At least.
What are we having tonight? Beans and rice. What are we having tomorrow night? Rice and beans.
But we like our refried beans, and so.
Yeah. No, refried beans and rice, red beans and rice. Yeah, those are good things. Anyway, so, and it's very doable. It's a lot more cost effective than you think. If you're in a house with a house payment that's running you $1,600 to $2,000 a month, you will save money going to an RV, especially if you got pretty good equity in your house. I mean, you sell your house and pay your house off.
You look at our situation; we were paying $1,400 a month for our house.
It was $1,600 at the end.
$1,600 at the end, and for the truck we pay $700 a month, which it's used, but it's in good condition. It's lightly used.
Yeah, it's
And then the RV we pay around $400 a month, so that's $1,200 for our vehicle and our house. Then you've got your lot, but we don't have that, so that we can adjust for that. So for us, it was cheaper, but it also depends on how you go, because if you go the most expensive RV and the most expensive truck, well, then you're not going to save anything.
No.
So you have to take into account what your expectations is, what your plans are, because you may not save money. But for us, in our situation, we save quite a bit of money on a monthly basis by going this
Yeah,
route.
we cut our expenses tremendously, and that's with buying a new truck. I mean, if you've got
New
the
to
truck,
us truck.
yeah, new to us truck, but I mean, it was 8 years newer than the previous truck.
Well, yeah, it was only 2 years old, so it was still a pretty new truck.
Pretty new truck. New enough to get a 5-year warranty on it.
And then we still had all the benefits of, going into a small house, how it played on our relationship, and all the factors of requiring us to go outside more because it was a small house.
Yeah, well, that was part of the reason we wanted to do it.
You have all those beneficial factors, not to mention just the financial end.
So that's all fine and good, but where this kind of we want to segue this into. Wow, that was a cool word. I used a cool word, by the way. Segue. Today we're going to segue this conversation into another conversation, which would be probably going to be making some changes in employment. Not for me,
But for me.
Georgetown Mortgage folks out there, but for Sarah. So
we're considering me going back into full-time nursing, and maybe over the next year or two starting to do travel nursing as an option. Would give it us moving around and would provide us the extra financial income to make it to where we can pretty much do what we want.
yeah.
And maybe even save a few dollars for retirement, which would be nice.
And the goal would be for me to keep my job and eventually then be able to travel full time once she's got a travel based job, whether it's travel nurse or whether it's work from home kind of thing. So that's our goal. We decided that it would be better to have all our bills paid off. Not have to worry about that at all. And even if we do have a bill, it'll be one bill for the RV eventually. And that's where, I've talked in the past about the concept of getting another RV, and we've looked at Airstreams specifically. So, Airstream is definitely a possibility because we've already got a truck that's perfect for towing an Airstream because we've got a tonneau cover all the stuff, keep it secure, that kind of thing. So it's a perfect arrangement, and we'll see. life has a way of doing some crazy things, and don't forget to look at the camera.
Yeah, sorry, my brain phased out for a minute. Yeah, we thinking about Airstream, and we're also thinking about renovating our RV, but we'll see how life works itself out. We're not going to be too particular, because sometimes when you're too particular, you end up getting disappointed just because your expectations are off.
It's like that motivational speech that we saw, and the guy was crass in a lot of ways. Said some kind of stupid things, but it was the Tim Minchin commencement speech. If you look that up in Google, you'll find it. And one of the things he said, and I mentioned this in my chat the other day about favorite things. I think that might even be yesterday's chat. I think that's
the one that goes up this morning.
No, that goes up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I think I mentioned it in there I think I mentioned it previously. Anyway, Tim Minchin and the commencement speech. Look that up. He has a thing that he says in there. You know, I don't even know where I was going with that.
It's basically, don't set your goals so high that you fail.
Dreaming. You have this really, really big dream, and you got your dream so big
that you never accomplish anything.
You focus so hard on it. This point was you're gonna dream. You got this big dream, and you finally get your big dream, and you're dead.
Yeah.
You finally get your big dream, and you're dead. Because you've worked so hard all your life to get this big dream, and then you miss the little ones along the way, and so you miss these little opportunities that could be as equally satisfying as the big dream. Yet, because you're so focused on the big dream, you fail to notice the little things along the way that could really make you happy. And if you're always searching for that big thing and then it never happens, you'll never be happy.
So we've kind of gone to the mindset of, enjoy what you have. If it's something that we can make a real big choice of, and we want something specific, but try not to be too specific, because you miss out on a lot of the little simple things that come into life because you're so specific, so determined that you want absolutely this color, this brand, this inch, this millimeter, this, and then you miss all the other good options out there.
Yep. So anyway, that's our motivational speech, and a little bit of encouragement to get out there and not be stuck on the idea that you can't get into RVing because it's too expensive. Do a little homework, because it's not. And then the news that we may be changing things up a little bit. So
we'll see.
And we're going to be flexible. Things could change. Things could get really weird. They could move fast. They could be slow.
Nothing could happen.
Nothing could happen. Nothing could change. I mean, it's all up in the air. But at the same time, we know that all things work together for good to them that love God and are called according to His purpose. And we feel called, and we feel, though I don't like the word calling so much for most things, but
we feel convinced.
We feel very convinced in ourselves that we need to be in an RV traveling. So we're going to do it if we can possibly help it. And
we're going to see what aspects of life we can pursue in that regard.
Yep. Well, I am once again at work, and that means I get to be dropped off and she gets to take off. So with that,
safe travels.
Tight lines.